We live in a world that values independence. Our culture is centered around it, from being the best in business, in education, and even at home. Independence is seen as the highlight. It's where everyone wants to strive to go to. It's considered the best, singular, and people want to be that. But a lot of times we stop and forget to reflect on what does it mean to depend on others and how to be codependent, and is it even worth it? This past summer, I got a chance to experience what dependence looks like in its fullest. My husband and I went on our honeymoon in Hawaii and decided to go biking down a volcano. About 2 minutes after this picture was taken, I had completely wiped out. And thankfully I didn't break anything, but I came home with a lot of bandages and a lot of bruises. During that next few weeks, I was unable to shower by myself, to dress myself. Even that first day, my husband had to help feed me. This was a moment in time where my views of being a strong and independent woman came crashing down because I was completely and totally reliant. One beautiful thing that came out of this story in this moment was that I realized that dependence isn't necessarily a bad thing. In this culture, sometimes we see opposites as positive and negative. Independent is good, dependent must be bad. But what if that's not true? What if there can be a balance of people who are striving for success, but also see value in relying on others and being able to work together and build something greater? This is called collaboration. It's a codependence, not where one person is constantly being dependent on another, but where multiple people are dependent on each other. This allows them to put their work together and allow it to flourish and multiply so that the end product becomes better than what they started with or what either one of them could do individually. In Deloitte's research in 2014, they found that 73% of employees were able to produce better work when they were in a collaborative environment and working with others than when they were working independently. In Stephen Covey's book, he talks about synergy and the concept of how each person's flaws, when they're working with someone else, can be matched. So someone's strengths can balance out someone's flaws, and the end product ends up being way more incredible than what they originally started with. It's kind of like a puzzle. Each person is a puzzle piece. They have strengths and they have weaknesses, which are the indents, and someone else is able to fill in that piece. But they also have weaknesses of their own, which someone else comes in and fills in as well. And the end result can end up being a beautiful picture that just magnifies everything that they've been doing and allows the work to be more prominent and have a better effect on the global society. This is what synergy is. It makes it so that a team is able to come together and produce that work that is so much better than something they could have done just by themselves. So I want to ask you, when you're doing a project, if you ever have that initial thought that maybe I could have done this better if I was working on my own, the next time that you think of that, I want you to ask yourself, how many pieces am I willing to lose? When you are building a puzzle with your work, when you are making something great, how many people are you willing to let not be part of that puzzle? How many flaws are you willing to let pass of yourself? How many pieces are you willing to go without?